Hi, I'm Ernie Conover. Bowls are generally faceplate turned. That is, the grain of the wood runs across the bowl as we turn it. That gives the strongest shape. Generally speaking, the base of the bowl is the outside of the tray and the mouth of the bowl is the inside. At some point, it is better to spindle turn it. That is, we're going to make the grain go up and down in the piece. And that's what's become known these days as a hollow form. These are all hollow forms that have been turned on this mini lathe. Mini lathe is a great place to turn small hollow forms. People turn them to really huge sizes, but small is the place to start. Let me show you how to turn a hollow form. To start out, we need a block of wood about 4 inches long and 2 by 2 inches square. It can be almost any straight grain wood. This is a piece of Spanish cedar. You need to also mount a good heavy glue block on a faceplate with some screws, and then take a 1-inch Forstner bit and drill a hole on the exact center. You want to go in there at least a 1/2 inch. After we've turned our billet round, we now need to turn a tenon on the end of it that matches our 1-inch drilled hole in the glue block. Our next job is to turn the basic amphora shape of our hollow form. And you want to be sure and leave a shoulder here, because that registering against the face of the glue block is very important. And that's a very gentle, graceful curve down through there. This is really just a half cove right here. Now that we've remounted our glue block on a faceplate, we'll just put a liberal amount of cyanoacrylate or super glue on this tenon, and then we'll take some catalyst, shake it well, and we'll spray that in the mortise, and we'll now just pick up the center and push these two together, put some tailstock pressure on it. Let it dry for, 10-15 minutes. Now that the glue's had a chance to dry, I've removed the tailstock. I've brought the rest around so that my spindle gouge is dead level. And the very center is on the very center of the piece. And I now will go into the center and turn that gouge a little bit counterclockwise so that it's just a little off level. And I'll push it into the center and then pull it sideways, taking light cuts. Of course, it wants to chatter a little. As you get the inside bigger than the opening, getting the chips out of there becomes difficult, and a soda straw is very handy. You can blow that dust out of there without getting it in your eyes and all over your lips and everything else. And a very good way to check the wall thickness is just to take a piece of welding rod and bend it around like this, and that allows me to kind of see that I'm about that thick there. I've really got a pretty heavy wall yet. Because of all the chips, it's best to check these wall thicknesses with the lathe off. Doing a lot better here. Okay, I've got a reasonable shape inside. I've got a reasonable wall thickness here. Very nice. But I'm still a little fat right here in this area. This wall is tapering down at a different angle than that goes down. And a small scraper, a great thing to use for this is a screwdriver that you go in here, and I can now scrape that right out like that. Now I'm going to come back outside, and I've got everything good to about here. The bottom of this little amphora is right about there. So I'm now going to take a skew chisel, and from this point down I'm going to further narrow it. Now I'm going to give this a light sanding and put some finish on it. So there's our finished hollow form. Now I'll take a final depth check here. I'm right about there. So I'm going to cut off a little below that point. Don't want a funnel here. I'm going to come in right there like that. And I'm going to cut at a little bit of an angle towards the tailstock so that I undercut the base of this just a little. And I can take out a pocket knife here and just cut that little nubbin right off. And there we have our finished hollow form. Great job that you can do on a mini lathe. A lot of fun for young turners and old alike. Give it a try.